We are live. Greetings, vinyl lovers. This is Patrick, the vinyl archivist, and it is the day after Black Friday, Record Store Day 2022. And I went out and got some stuff, and I've gotten some stuff in the mail. So without further ado, let's just knock this out of the park real quick, and I'll show you what I got. Hope everyone's having a good weekend and had a successful Thanksgiving and your football teams won, or if they lost, that you're not too upset about it. As a Cowboys fan, it was a good day for me, but let's get started. I only picked up one item that was Record Store Day specific, and that would be the Fleetwood Mac alternate collection. This features alternate takes of the self-titled, Rumors, Tusk, Live, Mirage, and Tango in the Night. Pretty much the peak of the Buckingham Nicks era of Fleetwood Mac. This was the only copy that was in town that I saw. And I'm not usually an alternate take person, but I am a sucker for box sets. And I didn't want to walk away with nothing, so I grabbed that. In the mail, I did get two Blue Note classics. This one, the Grosjean Moncour III, featuring Lee Morgan and Jackie McLean, Evolution. I have the Music Matters of this. Might sell it and keep this. It's not my favorite, but it is a great pressing. It's very quiet, sounds great. Point of Departure, Andrew Hill. This one with Kenny Dorham and Eric Dolphy and Anthony Williams. This, again, a great pressing, but I do have the Music Matters of this, so I'll have to decide on which one I want to keep. But again, this beautiful pressing, dead quiet. At my favorite record store that I go to for Record Store Day, which is in Auburn, California, which is a few miles from my house. I only found that one, the Fleetwood Mac for Record Store Day, but I did find some other records, some good stuff. So here, these are them. I got Samurai by Grand Prix. This is the band that had Robin McCauley, who went on to sing for Michael Schenker. This is on the Chrysalis label. I haven't listened to this yet. I showed it on my live stream last night, and some of the people who I trust in their metal cred, like Harmless Rebel Steve and John Bip Bop Boom, say this is not phenomenal, but I'll give it a shot. I'm not a huge Robin McCauley fan, but there was a bunch of kind of third tier metal albums at this store. And usually, when I find metal albums that I don't have, I'll pick them up if they're reasonably priced, and these were. This is a new record. This is by blues guy Eric Gales out of Memphis, called Crown. And Eric Gales is phenomenal. Really, really great guitar player. Looking forward to spinning this one. It's a double album. And I believe it's on Provog Records. So Eric Gales, Crown. I bought this because I thought there was a band in the 80s called the Huns, a punk band that played in Austin a lot. And I thought this was an offshoot of them. It isn't, but it is a punk band. It's called Dwayne Peters and the Huns. And this is from 2000. I have no idea what this sounds like, but I'm always wanting to up my punk cred in the vinyl community. So hopefully this does. And this is a nice, clean copy of Captain Beyond's second album, Sufficiently Breathless. Really funky cover art. It's a gatefold cover. It's on Capricorn. Not in the same vein as the self-titled. This is definitely more spacey. Looks like they got a hold of maybe some better drugs. But good record, great cover art, and I'll probably be selling this depending on which copy. I have another copy of this. Whichever one's better, I will keep the better copy. Next is another one of those third-tier metal bands. I'd never heard of them. They're called Marseille. I bought this because they reference Ian Gillan Band, and Manny Charlton of Nazareth produced a song on here. So this was about $10, and I said, hey, I'll take a chance on it. I haven't listened to it yet. Next, again, Captain Beyond, the lenticular cover. I pretty much pick these up whenever I can if they're at a decent price, because I know that people in the vinyl community will want them. And this one's super clean. The cover's in great shape. So this will probably be going up to somebody in the vinyl community. I got this in the mail from Intervention Records. This came out just now. This is the Dillard and Clark Fantastic Expedition of Dillard and Clark. This was done by Intervention Records. I think this was cut by Kevin Gray, all analog mastered from the original master tapes. So pressed at Gotta Groove. I've never had a Gotta Groove pressing, so we'll see how that goes. Haven't listened to this yet, but looking forward to it. It's making the rounds, I think. And back to the record store that I was shopping at in Auburn. This is the last Blue Oyster Cult album I need to complete the collection. This is Some Enchanted Evening. This is the single album, live album from, what year was this? 1977, maybe? 1978. And this one has the first time you hear the live version of Godzilla, Kick Out the Jams, Don't Fear the Reaper, We Gotta Get Out of This Place. And it's got Are You Ready to Rock, ETI, and Astronomy. So the last one I needed to complete. I also picked up the $30 quote-unquote digital Steely Dan Can't Buy a Thrill. And now I have all the sources I need to do the audiophile shootout for the Steely Dan Can't Buy a Thrill. So expect that coming soon. But it's funny, everyone's like going, oh, this $30, Can't Buy a Thrill. Well, the Blue Note Classics for $30 are really nice. So it's not like, $30 is a shitty record, but kind of hear people kind of talking about it that way. So these next three are, again, some of those third-tier metal albums that I found at the store. This is Eric Steele, Infectious. I have listened to this. This is okay. It's got some nice riffs on it, a couple of good songs, but nothing that, really stood out on first listen. So I'll probably, give it another spin, but yeah, it was okay. This is the one I'm currently listening to. This is called More Blood and Thunder. This is an Atlantic timing strip promo pressing. And I don't know anybody in this band. I'd never heard of them. Again, I'm just listening to it now. Maybe the first song was pretty good, and I'm on the second song, but no firm opinion yet. It's called More Blood and Thunder. UK band, more of a new wave of British heavy metal. This one is on the turntable right now. This is Law's Rocket, No Stranger to Danger. These guys are a Bay Area metal band along the same timelines as Exodus and Metallica and those guys. And cover's a little jacked, but I do have a couple of Law's Rockets, and I did not have this one, and I don't think I've ever heard this one. So I'm looking forward to hearing that. And last but not least, from the record store, this is the second time I've gone there and found a sealed Clockwork Angels for like $31. So this is an original pressing. The median price for this is $150, and I don't know. This is a year ago, almost to the day. I found a sealed pressing at the same record store for $31. So I'm just going to keep going there and grabbing every one I can for $31. And last but not least, I got this in the mail. This was Michael Schenker, Built to Destroy. This is a U.S. mix. This was cut in 2018, I think, by Alchemy. And I got this because I got the Bloodwind Pig that was cut by them, and it sounded good. So I was curious if this one sounded as good. And because it says they're using a Studer tape and a Neumann cutting lathe. And the Bloodwind Pig sounded great, so I'm curious to see how this sounds. And that is it for this haul. I hope everyone's having, like I said, a good Thanksgiving. And we'll get back to the normal schedule for my live streams and the listening hangs next week. And I will have my video tomorrow. And if you don't know, I'm on Twitch playing basically a 24/7 vinyl radio station. So if you go to my channel, if you look above you, where my social media links are on YouTube, you can go click on it and go check it out. It just plays randomly. It's not really, sometimes on there we can chat if you want, but it's mostly just random stuff that you can just listen to. But thanks everyone for watching under 10 minutes, and I'm going to say goodbye. Bye.